Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. It's the 2nd of October, and it's officially cold in the morning. So, also, hi, Melissa and Sam. Didn't know you guys watched, didn't know anybody watched my videos. I just kind of talk for a few minutes on my way to work every day. Very sad and tragic news out of Vegas. I'm sure everyone knows by now, or most people know. Shooting at a concert. Jason Aldean, guy on the 32nd floor, opened fire. Was it over 50 dead, 400 at the hospital. And it seems every single time that this happened, it turns into a political thing. People saying, "Oh well, the liberals do this, or the conservatives are going to do this," or and then they neglect the fact that there are hundreds of and thousands of people's lives that are affected because of this, and obviously they're not political at all. The reality was somebody in their family or that they were related to or that they knew were at the concert, and now they're not in their lives, or something else is affected, and it just seemed all these other people. And it's Facebook is one of those things that I kind of wish I could get rid of, but I don't, for the fact that there's just so many of my family members on there, and they like to see photos of my kid growing up, and it's just you see these things pop up, and you're like, oh, that's it's a news story, let me watch this, and you watch it, and there's just all these comments below that are just absolutely disgusting. And it's I have friends that are minimalists and who sort of disconnect themselves from the world, and I think that there's a benefit to that, but it's also, ignorance being a bliss is a double-edged sword. You can't completely disconnect from the fact that there's so much going on in the world, and it's impossible to do. You can't do it. But I also think that you can not know something and put yourself in danger, and so I think that it's better to be connected and have the ability to know and understand what's going on in the world, and also realize that the world does have moments where just tragedy happens, and that you also have to have a really strong just sense of knowing that people are going to say bad things. People are going to say, you have to be a very resilient person, and just sort of look at the facts and not be distorted by either side of any sort of political event or social event. You just have to sort of read the facts, or read what are conceived as facts, and make your own decision. And I refuse to jump on the gun issue, and even just doing that, I think, would be somebody saying that I'm taking a stance. At this point, it's I know what people say, I know what people do, and I know this is a very sort of politicizing issue, and I refuse to go down that path, for the simple fact that I'm focusing on positivity today. And I think that things like this, you just need to sort of wait it out and listen. And is there a solution to a problem of this sort of magnitude? I don't know if there is. And it's just a sad part of the world. That things like this have to happen, or that do happen. And I don't think that people allow them to happen. I think these are just isolated incidents that come with the price of many innocent people being affected, and it's unfortunate. Try to find a place to stop, because I find myself sort of skimming the top of an issue, and then making a comment and having it go deeper, which is something I don't want to do. But overall, it was a good weekend. We had the classic Northwest concert at Safeco Field on Saturday, and that was the Eagles and the Doobie Brothers. I was raised on those bands. I was raised on the Doobie Brothers, more so than the Eagles, which is weird. But the Doobie Brothers, I remember having. I still have a lot of vinyls that were handed down to me after my parents sort of didn't care about music anymore, and I have a lot of 70s rock, primarily like the Moody Blues. I have a lot of Doobie Brothers. I have a lot of John Denver. I have a lot of Led Zeppelin. I have the Beatles. I have a lot of the 70s rock bands, and I was raised on that, and I was surprised and shocked at just how many words I knew and how many songs I knew growing up, and how it sort of reflected me back to my childhood, and that was very cool. But that concert was great. Yesterday was cleaning around the house and watching the first half of the Seahawks game. The funny thing is I turned it off at halftime when it was 15-10. Blair Walsh missed a field goal again, and just turned it off and decided to do something with our daughter that didn't involve football, because sometimes it's just those situations allow you to get out of your comfort zone and to kind of and have that you get mad or irritated or disappointed in something, and it's like I'd rather not feel that. I'd rather just be happy in the moment, live with my family, play with them, eat dinner, clean up, mow the lawn, and so that's what I did. So Seahawks won, and they scored 36 points after halftime. I'm extremely disappointed in the Carson injury. Chris Carson, he was our upcoming running back. He was the guy who was doing all the work, and now he's out for a significant amount of time. So we'll see how significant that injury was, but we're gonna miss him. But other than that, though, I hope everyone had a great weekend. And that you have a great start to the week. And we'll see how the facts start pouring in regarding the shooting in Las Vegas. I might decide to talk about it, might keep it out, I don't know, but we'll see. Anyway, have a great day. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning.